like I said at the beginning of the episode, we're gonna be doing Unforgiven 2003,
Yes,
which
sir.
features Goldberg, Triple H for the world title in the main event. Kane and Shane, which I fucking love that angle, that
Yep.
whole storyline. They are in a last man standing match.
Was this the match?
Um,
Was this the match build up for Kane and Shane, where Kane electrocuted Shane's balls?
yes, that's the only time. This was the only angle that or only feud that they ever had.
Okay, okay.
This lasted from Unforgiven to it started in July. It started in July when Kane tombstoned Linda McMahon
On the
on the
stage.
steel.
Yeah.
Yes, on the steel steps, and it went all the way to Survivor Series. They had a Unforgiven match and they had a Survivor Series match. Survivor Series was an ambulance match.
Yeah,
It was
because.
essentially it was essentially a nice little feud that I just snorted coke, by the way. You saw that?
Calm down, Amber Turd.
But it was a good little feud that lasted from the summer
I'm not
to
snorting coke, but I'm drinking it.
the latter months of 2003. Since I mentioned Linda, I was watching a SmackDown today in '05, from '05. I wasn't watching it. I was watching a SmackDown in '05. I was watching a SmackDown from '05, and it's the latter years of that one too, because that's what I binge watched. It took me a long time
You.
to finish 2005 SmackDown because I haven't finished yet, but I started like, man, I'll say this: when I started, the network was still the network for U.S.
Oh wow.
subscribers, and like yesterday was the first time I watched an '05 SmackDown on Peacock. So that shows you I
Nice.
was on a long ass break. The Superstars drop is what really I've been watching in terms of new stuff since they went on Peacock.
Hmm.
But yeah, so I was watching SmackDown from '05, and remember how they used to do like the Raw Rebound? They would
Oh,
show
I remember
clips from
those.
the
Yeah, the
prior.
SmackDown Rewind or whatever. This. Yeah,
Yeah, the
that's.
SmackDown Rewind, the Raw Rebound. So
Yeah.
they did the Raw Rebound, and the Raw that this particular episode was the week after Stone Cold stunnered every McMahon family member. And at the end of that episode, they pull up on Vince. Who was like, "What do you think about this?" And he's just about to get in a limo, and you see the angry face. He's like, "Somebody's getting fired for this." So on the Raw Rebound, they show Vince comes out. He calls over the three men who were actually in the arena as the stunners were taking place, and that's of course the announcer team, which is Coach, Jr.
And
and
Lawler.
Jerry the King Lawler.
Yeah.
So Coach, being the heel that Vince wanted them all to apologize for not
Well,
doing
hey, hey,
anything.
hey. Why don't we save all this stuff for Friday? For Friday.
Right, right. No, no, wait. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about because we mentioned Linda. This was interesting. So I'll get through this quick. So Coach, being the heel that he is, does the kiss ass stuff and
It gets out of it.
apologizes. Lawler apologizes since he keeps his job. Jr. was Jr. He essentially, I apologize for your wife getting summoned because Linda's the only good McMahon, right?
Yeah.
So Linda comes out after Stephanie came out and tried to get him to apologize, which he didn't. So Linda comes out and it's like, Linda never was a heel. Like
No.
never.
No.
This was the one time she ever did anything heelish. She looked at JR and said, JR, you're fired. And she kicked him in the nuts. I was like, man, like I've seen this before, but I kind of forgot that Linda was the one who fired him.
I think I
I'm like,
remember
man, this is
this.
the one. What?
I think I remember this. This sounds familiar.
Yeah. So I'm like, man, that's the only time Linda ever did anything heelish. Like she was the baby face, man. She was the one that, would always keep things good. Like if Eric Bischoff fucks around and fires everybody, well, in comes Linda McMahon. No,
Facts.
Bischoff, you ain't doing that.
No.
So it was so cool to see Linda do some heel stuff. But yeah, go what are we gonna talk about now?
So